What is good, Ninja? OG over here from Player Essence, and welcome to another PE news video. Today, we've got some awesome topics from happy birthdays to Genyo Takeda getting his DICE Lifetime Achievement Award and the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild topping a major milestone in Japan. So let's go ahead and get right into it. And we're going to start off with happy birthdays. We got details on the game modes, plus more screenshots as well. Link in the description below if you want to see those. So here's the first information on the new game. So you have a story mode that also features a tutorial, allows you to witness the history of a planet from the very beginning and see the strange events that occur to start it all. There's also the challenge mode, various challenges to tackle. You can create specific creatures within a set amount of time, such as let's make a raptor or bring a Tyrannosaurus to life. You also have the free mode, which allows you to choose the size of your planet. There are 3 sizes available, and then you're free to do whatever you want. You can customize the planet with monuments such as moai statues, with plenty to choose from. Some monuments are collabs with other series, Kunio-kun or Mice and Sand, Cube Creator, and more. So happy birthdays is actually looking pretty dope. I really like what they're doing here with all the different stuff. This was a PlayStation 4 game beforehand, and they've actually improved some of the game content and added in some new things for the Nintendo Switch version, which I think that they're going to detail in a bit. But it's great to see happy birthdays come over. A lot of people have been talking about this, kind of like an indie cult hit out there when it comes to some of the gamers, and I do like the fact that it's coming over. I like the creation aspect of this game. It reminds me of Spore, but nowhere near as hyped and fully functional when it comes to things. So I think that Happy Birthdays might be a game that I try out just because there's just interesting and unique things about the game. I've been looking to get into some type of game like this because your boy back in the day was really excited for Spore. Everyone was always talking about it, and then when it came out, it was just like, yeah, this is not what everyone thought it was going to be. But at the same time, I still think it had some redeeming qualities when I finally got around to playing it. And I think that this game can also have some similarities between that, but a little bit more of whimsical when it comes to certain things in terms of the avatar character and what you can do in the game. So I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be a great game, and the more games that come over to Nintendo Switch, the better. I love the collaborations that they have. I like the different modes, the free mode, just being able to do whatever you want, kind of Minecraft style, being able to take your own planet, different sizes. The bigger the size, there's obviously more wildlife and what you can do and things to create. So it's a very interesting and kind of thought-provoking type of game. I guess it'll get you thinking about all sorts of stuff when you play, which is good. You don't always need to have the Call of Duties and other stuff out there. There are people who want to play a variety of different types of games, and I'm glad that the Nintendo Switch has been able to offer that, especially with the portability aspect of the Nintendo Switch. I think games like this really fit hand in hand. You can kind of just go in there, create a couple things for 10 to 15 minutes, then kind of get out of there. You can come back a couple days later or a week later and kind of pick up where you left off. So I think it really fits the mold of what Nintendo's trying to do with the Switch, and I think that a lot of people are going to have fun with the game because people did like it on the PS4 as well. So what do you guys think about Happy Birthdays in addition to the game modes, some of the different stuff that you can do in the game? Let me know your thoughts on this title in the comment section below. Alright, and moving to the next article, but definitely one of the most important ones, and that is with Genyo Takeda from Nintendo, honored with the Lifetime Achievement Award at the 21st DICE Awards. And The Legend of Zelda, of course, we talked about that. It won Game of the Year, and it swept a bunch of other awards. So shout outs to Nintendo Everything for the article here. And the 21st DICE Awards were hosted recently, and it included a special honor for Nintendo's Genyo Takeda, who spent 45 years with the company. Takeda was presented with the show's 7th Lifetime Achievement Award. The full presentation, including Takeda's speech, is in the link in the description below if you want to check that out. And this is special because Genyo Takeda, he is one of the most unsung heroes of Nintendo. People always talk about the legendary Satoru Iwata. People talk about Yamauchi. People talk about Miyamoto. People talk about all of these guys, but one of the guys that's literally been there from almost the beginning, literally almost the beginning of Nintendo, is Genyo Takeda. He did so many things that kind of just went under the radar for Nintendo, and he's truly one of the heroes of that company. Without Takeda, I honestly think Nintendo is not where they are at this point. His innovations, his ideas, his just thoughts to Nintendo and what he's brought behind the scenes, never calling for attention himself and always just diligently working on what he needs to work on, is just insane. And it's just so fitting that he got this award. 45 years. at a company. Can you guys believe that? I had a hard time even working more than 2 or 3 years for one company before I decided that that company was garbage and I wanted to move on. So it kind of goes to show you the type of commitment that this man had, and kind of the company Nintendo is as well. Even with all of their ups and downs, you can have guys that have stuck around for as long as they have. Heck, a lot of the Treehouse people have been there for 5, 6, 10 years or more, and it's great to see that Takeda is finally getting awarded with this, and he deserves it because he did recently retire. So dude, enjoy your retirement, enjoy your money, enjoy everything that you worked for in your life, because you earned every single bit of it. And I'm so happy that he's able to kind of ride off into the sunset, and hopefully more people kind of call attention to Takeda as the years go on and people realize exactly what this man did for Nintendo, because it's great to see. So what do you guys think about Takeda winning the Lifetime Achievement Award, in addition to Nintendo kind of sweeping the house at the DICE Awards, the 21st one, man? Because Legend of Zelda, Super Mario Odyssey, Metroid, Fire Emblem, oh, there's just so many different winners from Nintendo categories. Snipper Clips even got into action, winning multiple awards. I already did a video on that, so if you want to see what I said about that, check out my last video that I put on the channel. So what do you guys think about all this? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, I'm moving into the last article here, and speaking of the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, not only was it killing it at the DICE Awards, but it's also crossed a major milestone in Japan. So the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild has broken 1 million units sold in Japan since March 3rd, and it launched. And guys, these numbers include the Wii U and the Nintendo Switch. However, they do not include digital sales from what I can see here. So we did get the word that the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild was probably going to cross 1 million in Japan alone very soon, a couple weeks ago, and we are finally here at this point when it comes to physical retail sales. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is right there at 1 million units when you combine the Wii U version and the Nintendo Switch version. So far, the sales trackers have the Nintendo Switch version at 871,528 units sold, while the Wii U version is at 133,024 units sold. So right over there, over the million mark. And once again, shout outs to Nintendo and the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild team for achieving that, because that is really big to achieve that type of goal in Japan. It's hard to break 1 million units in Japan. Only the biggest games do so when it comes to console titles, that is. Portable games and mobile games, those are different altogether. But the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is more a traditional home console style game, and Legend of Zelda never really sells that great compared to other franchises that Nintendo has in Japan. So to see it not only break 1 million in Japan as a total, but also as a Zelda game to get there is absolutely incredible, and I'm really happy that the Legend of Zelda did that well. And I think that that formula really works, and I think the more RPG elements and the open world they put into it, I think that interested Japanese gamers more than before, because believe it or not, stuff like Grand Theft Auto, for example, actually does well in Japan considering the type of game that it is and how Western games sell there. The open world is really good for that franchise and it sells there. So taking Legend of Zelda and kind of putting it into that style of game, I think was a really good idea, and obviously you're seeing the results. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is the fastest selling Zelda game pretty much out there, and it's pretty much going to be the best selling Zelda game in my opinion when it's all said and done, when you kind of just put up everything together. I think it's going to top all the other Zelda games ever made when it comes to total sales. So what do you guys think about this big achievement for the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild? Are you guys still playing the game and enjoying the DLC? I know I am. I've just kind of gotten into the DLC here, but there's just so many games with Xenoblade and Mario, a lot of independent games. I mean, my backlog is just ridiculous at this point and I need to get control of it. But what do you guys think about all the different news that we talked about here? Genyo Takeda's DICE Award Lifetime Achievement, in addition to happy birthdays, and of course the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of Player Essence across the interwebs in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon, YouTube Live, and Twitch page and consider supporting Player Essence. When you do so, it gets you access to all sorts of cool benefits, perks, rewards, and emotes via YouTube sponsorship. So check out the links in the description below and consider supporting Player Essence. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future, and subscribe to Player Essence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you for the next video. Peace.